Would you come to Vegas to work from home? That's the question that MGM Resorts and Allegiant want you to answer, and they think that you will come to Vegas to work from home. I'll explain that in a second. The Tropicana may not actually be opening on September 1st after all. We're going to talk about Caesars Palace or Planet Hollywood, and we're going to talk about one major company that said the buffets may be done forever in Las Vegas, like forever. They might be finished, and it's a major player. It's up there with, you know, the biggest properties in town. So that's a bad thing to have happen, because I love me some Vegas buffets. We're going to talk about all those things right now in this video. My name is Steven. I'm not leaving Las Vegas. I'm a Vegas blogger. Make sure you like, share, subscribe, hit the bell for the future notifications if you guys want to. Tell us what you think about a buffetless Las Vegas. Is this just something that the casinos wanted to have happen in the past? I think it might be, because buffets have always lost money for the properties. Is this them seizing on the pandemic that we're in order to change their business model? Like when the new Coke came out and then they snuck all that artificial sugar into the regular Coke. It's a fact they did that. Not saying it was on purpose, but it was a thing that happened with the Coke and the new Coke fiasco, and then classic Coke, of course. You tell me in the comments below. But by the way, if you guys want to like, share, subscribe, hit that bell for notifications like I mentioned. Hit up the Patreon if you guys want to support the channel. You guys can get your name in the credits, early access to videos that I do. You guys can also get photos that I do and I don't post anywhere else. We also have Facemasks.com. It's the only two masks you'll ever need. You know, 43% I think of people in a study I read said that they will never take a vaccine for C19 virus. So protect yourselves, protect others, wear a mask. I believe that they work. You can call me a crazy person if you want to. I hope you don't. 2 for $25. Lots of different patterns. I think like 60 of them now, and made by my wife here and sent anywhere in the USA with free shipping. All right, so first things first, we're going to get to the whole idea of the buffets being closed forever at a major company in Las Vegas in just a moment. Ironically enough, that major company just said they're going to open a major buffet, so I don't know what they're thinking. But we're going to talk about the whole idea of working from your hotel room in Las Vegas. You see, in Barbados, they tried this years ago. Now, they say, come to Barbados. Come to Barbados, man. Is that how they talk in Barbados? I've never been to the islands. They say, come to your room. We have good internet connections. Then when you're done, we're going to give you a bunch of credits to go and enjoy the beaches and the local nightlife and stuff like that. That happened years ago. Well, MGM Resorts, they think that they can do that here in Las Vegas. So they've unveiled a plan that has 3 different levels, from not that expensive to pretty expensive. And when you stay at their resort for a minimum of 3 nights at the Aria and the Bellagio, I think the other one is, you can actually stay in the room, work. They have high-speed internet there. You can do your Zoom meetings. You can also, after you're done, enjoy some comps and credits at the hotel, get some VIP pool passes, discounts on like high-end Jeep tours to the Grand Canyon, helicopter tours, all this kind of stuff that's running in Las Vegas that doesn't get a lot of business, drives business into the town, and has you work from home. And why are they doing this? Why might it actually just be crazy enough to work? Well, I don't know if you've ever tried to work from home. You're working from home. You have a significant other or a spouse or children or dogs or things to do at the house. There's a big giant national industry thing for offices that says that 20% less productivity happens when people are working from home. So they want to boost the productivity and seal you off in a nice room at the Aria. Seal you off, you know, you seal yourself off. You're not quarantined or anything crazy like that. But it might just boost productivity and bring people to Las Vegas. From what I read in the article in the Review Journal, the opening rates are $100 a night. $100 a night to stay at the Aria. The Wynn sent me and my wife an offer. It was a good offer to stay at the Wynn for $125 a night with $25 credit. That was it. So this is actually a better deal than what the Wynn offers. So I'm very impressed with it. And we'll see if that actually goes anywhere. Allegiant also has plans to bring you into Las Vegas, to get you into town so you can fly in, presumably on a cheaper flight, stay at one of their hotel partners, and do the same kind of thing with some discount. But speaking of coming to Vegas right now, what if you want to stay at the Tropicana on September 1st? Well, that may become a no-no. See, the Tropicana has said that they may not be opening that property September 1st. They said that they're going to be looking at the market, and they're going to be analyzing it. Yes, that's a word now. I said analyzing. They're going to be analyzing things from day to day to see how things are going. Literally day to day. They have to see the numbers. They have to see the travel. They need to know where people are at. I'm sure if there's a stimulus bill passed that extends unemployment benefits, gives everybody a nice extra $1,200 check, they have some cash in their pocket, they would be willing to open. But right now, as this stands on the date of this video, what is it, the 7th of August today? That's not actually happened yet. So it's kind of a murky future for the Tropicana. Just know that the Tropicana apparently has a younger demographic. I didn't even know. Who knows? Who knew? One of the oldest properties in Vegas has a younger demographic. Penn National Gaming doesn't technically own the company anymore. They just do the operations for the hotel. They sold it to themselves back in April. It's a complicated thing that I've covered on the channel, but they did that to clear some money off of their books. And they sold that to themselves back in April. They want to make sure the property is profitable. That's really all this boils down to. It's not some big grand conspiracy theory that they're trying to close it forever. They are up for sale, of course, and they are not going to be selling anytime soon, as I mentioned. This was also something that was confirmed in the review journal. I mentioned this in a video a couple of weeks back when the sale was announced. They know the property is very valuable. They just want to make sure that they open it with the right amount of people coming through the door. And it makes sense. They're on the south end of the strip where there's not a lot of action, not a lot of people hanging out. So why open up a property on the south end of the strip that's just going to be basically a tomb inside when you can actually wait until the market conditions improve a little bit and you can have some actual folks through the door, not be necessarily profitable, but at least be able to try to break even on your bills, especially in a time like this. But speaking of properties that aren't open, what about that Caesars Entertainment property, Planet Hollywood? I keep calling it Caesars Palace. Shame on me, I should know better. Caesars Palace is not open. Why is Caesars Palace not open? Well, we talk about this on the channel all the time, and I tell you, rumors are just rumors until it's been substantiated. The newest rumor is so powerful right now that I'm telling you, people are telling me it's been done, it's already in progress, that the Planet Hollywood is for sale. We don't know if the Planet Hollywood is for sale. All indicators say that it might be for sale, but the Cromwell might be for sale as well. Heck, for all we know, the Link is for sale. See, when Caesars Entertainment was formed just a few months ago, they took Eldorado Resorts, they took Caesars, they put them together. One of the things in the regulatory conditions was that they had to divest 1 or 2 properties. I think it was 2 in Las Vegas. So if the Planet Hollywood is for sale, apparently we won't know anything about it. I said in a video yesterday, SEC, Security Exchanges Commission rules would tell us they were. That's not true. I was wrong. Somebody corrected me, and I appreciate that. That was my advisor who said, hey, that's not true. We won't know if they're for sale. We akin this and liken it to a pocket listing in real estate. In real estate, if you're a realtor and you have somebody that wants to sell a house and you know that there's a buyer for it, you may not list it on the MLS. You might not let anybody know that that house is for sale. It just kind of goes through behind closed doors. So if that's the case, we might have the Seminole tribe trying to buy it. We might have the Red Rock Resorts trying to buy it. We could have any number of buyers right now in conversation to buy the property. But I think the most likely reason why that property is not for sale, or is not open right now, is simply because they have so many properties around it that are open. You have the Paris that's open, you have the Caesars Palace that's open, you have Flamingo, you have the Bally's, you have the Cromwell's not open, you have the Link. Those are all open properties. So I think that is one of the reasons why that is actually not being opened right now. They just don't want to open a property that's relatively large without having people in it, without having to be able to pay their employees without worrying about taking a loss every single day that they're open. Yeah, they're going to take a loss on their gaming revenues, but some of the restaurants and the facilities in there could actually break even on a profit, or they can stay closed. They're choosing to stay closed right now simply because there's no traffic. Come on, let's be honest here. If you're going down to the strip right now, too many choices, they're just going to be able to lose money on that property even more than they already are. And I think that's why they're not open. But speaking of things that aren't open, what about the buffets? Yeah, so yesterday it was reported in the review journal that Caesars Entertainment, the newly formed Caesars Entertainment I just talked about, the same company, kind of, not really, but the same people that said Caesars Bacchanal Buffet would be opening in August with a new renovation, might not actually open their buffets at all, ever, period. Yeah, that's what they said. And that's really troubling for a lot of us. A lot of us, the buffet experience is an integral part of the Las Vegas experience. But Caesars Entertainment, the newly formed Caesars Entertainment, they're looking at turning a profit. In their opinions, buffets have never really been profitable, especially not profitable now, trying to kind of sort out a way to do a buffet that adheres to local health guidelines. Like in Nevada, you can't have any kind of self-service food that's hot food. Nothing like that. It has to be prepackaged. Even cold food has to be prepackaged. changed. So they can either hire people to serve you like they've done over at the Wynn, and you sit at your table for 2 hours and have a diminished guest experience. In my opinion, that's not a buffet, that's a restaurant. What's your opinion on that? Is that a buffet to you, or is that a restaurant? Because it's a restaurant when they serve you. It's a buffet when I can go serve myself copious amounts of things that I shouldn't eat. So they're saying that they might actually get rid of that entirely. They want to turn a profit. They have a responsibility to their shareholders to turn a profit. El Dorado Resorts has been a profitable company. Caesars Entertainment, before it was the new Caesars Entertainment stock symbol, not a profitable company. So they're toying with the idea of jettisoning the entire concept of the Las Vegas buffet. Just a crazy turn of events. Now, the question I have is this something that those properties have wanted to do for a long time? Because these properties always want to make money. The buffets have lost money for the properties. If they could take a space like that and they could do something that was profitable with it, and I don't even know what's profitable right now in the pandemic, they're going to try to utilize that space for something. Now, the buffet at Planet Hollywood, for example, is in a really weird spot. It's below the casino floor. But it is in the middle of all the action, even though you have to go down an escalator. The Spice Market Buffet was a place for me and my wife had many, many good meals back in the day. And I would hate to see that lost, but I would also hate to see casino operators lose tons and tons of money and end up having to lay off more employees. So I guess we have the profitability of the company so the employees can keep working versus the happy tummies of all of the travelers in Las Vegas. And yes, a 39-year-old man just said tummies to you on the channel. But you tell me what you think about that in the comments below. We've unpacked a lot on this video. I hope you guys don't mind the cuts. If you made it this far, I will tell you, some days in the morning I have really bad asthma. It seems like I have that today. I'm sitting in a bunch of grass all around me with trees. I guess this was the wrong space to film a video, but it's okay because I do have my face mask, so I won't freak anybody out if I'm coughing, right? If you guys want to reach out and support the channel, you can do so on Patreon, where you guys can get extra little perks that we do. You guys can get extra videos, early stuff. What the hell is that? Wow, there's something behind me. I should go. Like, share, subscribe to the videos, guys. If you guys want to support us, VegasFacemask.com, no S on the end. That was where you can go for that. Put an S on the end to get a completely different website where they don't make as nice quality face masks for you, 2 for $25. Now's the time of the video where I say 3, 2, 1, click. Are you ready? 3, 2, 1, and click.